And I'm trying not to lose my head.
Zachary, you're dressed as a penguin.
You're dressed as a penguin right now.
Oh, why would that be?
Oh, why are you doing with your feet?
What do you mean?
Why are you doing that with it?
What's going on with your feet, bud?
Yeah.
Welcome to Guilty Pleasure.
Wow.
What's
this is
going on
our
with your
job.
feet?
We get paid to do this.
We get paid to do this. This is crazy.
This is so weird. This looks really good on you.
I know.
Why does
I
it look
love
so accurate?
Yeah.
This is so wild.
You look so stupid.
Yeah, I mean, what you mean? I look amazing.
Yeah, it's very funny.
You look amazing.
I feel happy.
Yeah.
My feet feel happy.
My feet are going.
What?
Guys, I'm
Why are you doing
freaking
that?
stoked to talk about happy feet. The George Miller banger.
Banger.
Go on.
I want to tell you that this man is capable of 2 speeds. Post-apocalyptic hellscape with Mad Max.
Yeah.
And the most delightful, adorable, charming children's fare you've ever seen in your ding-dang life.
How did that happen?
While watching this, I was like, George Miller has to be the fucking most aggressive and insane environmentalist that we have seen. Because
I
he was
point
like,
my flipper at you, sir.
yeah, he was like, all right, I'm gonna make this Mad Max saga. Let's let's just warn humanity where we're headed. If we continue down this path, this is what's gonna happen. Nothing happened. Nobody cares.
Okay,
Everybody's
maybe I'll
like,
get you to love animals.
Love animals.
Babe in the Pig in the Big City.
Yeah.
You know Babe was nominated for an Oscar for Best Picture.
Oh my God.
Babe was nominated for Best Picture.
I remember that year because Babe was at the Oscars.
Justice for Babe. What happened to that pig? Don't answer that.
You don't want to know. What'd you have
Carry
for
on.
breakfast this morning?
Nothing.
And then the world was like, no, we don't get it yet. So then George.
Don't.
What if I was
point
just like,
with
was like, what if I did it with like fucking CGI penguins, man? Would that help? Would that work? Is that fucking enough? And then nothing happened. He was like, all right, fuck you. Back to Mad Max.
Yeah.
I'm going to make Fury Road. I just want you to know that the 2 movies that George Miller made in sequence, Happy Feet. Did he make Happy Feet 2? I might be fucking this up.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
There is a Happy Feet too, though.
Happy Feet, Fury Road.
Wow.
This man contains multitudes, but I actually am here to argue that he has 1 speed.
Which is?
Happy Feet is the Mad Max Fury Road of animated movies.
Okay.
It is. It is the same journey. It is the exact same journey. It is the up and back of
Let's fucking go, Garrick. Do it.
I'm going to, Fury Road. Furiosa is just like, I'm going to go down this track, down the Fury Road to get these kids out into safety, into the green place that I'm
going
from.
to find paradise. I'm going to fix the problems of this broken world.
Of this broken world, this broken society. I go out. Doesn't pan out. I need to come back. I need to come back to this world and bring what I've learned back to this place
and take
it over for myself.
You
and influence it from the inside out.
Garrick, what's Happy Feet about?
I don't know. Let's see. It is about a young penguin that is ostracized for dancing too much, and because he was dropped as a baby, he was dropped as an egg.
Give me the Furiosa version.
So it is about a young, aggressive, bald penguin.
He is bald. You're not wrong.
That So he went out to try and fix the problem that his family and his people were seeing, which is that the fish were drying up and they were going to starve to death. And he didn't go out, he was thrown out. And he went out, found the problem, addressed the issue, brought it back, took over from the inside out. It's the exact same plot.
With the power of dance and song.
See, my only note for this movie was, that looks hot. My only note on my notes app was, this is Avatar. So I feel like I wasn't wrong.
Okay.
I wasn't wrong.
I'm sorry,
These people are coming in and ruining my land.
I'm sorry, you took 1 note?
Yeah. I was watching. I was having fun.
All right, then I'm on board with that.
I've never seen this before.
That's crazy.
Do you take any notes?
I took so many notes.
Oh my God. Wow, I'm impressed.
Well,
Let
I'll
me
tell
see
you-
you across the universe.
I watched this, and as we were starting it, I was like, yeah, this is okay. It's a cute movie. And then by the end, I was like, this is a banger.
Wow. Wait, is this your first time watching it?
No. I had seen it
before.
but I
Are
just
we doing this because Rainie suggested Furiosa and you said what other George Miller movie could we do? And it was
It's
Happy
literally
Feet?
exactly that. I was
I had
like,
no idea.
Well, no, she suggested Happy Feet.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I was looking for a 2006 to 2008 movie.
Specific.
Yeah, because that's what was doing well. And I
This
haven't
Falco?
seen this since I was like 5. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't speak to it.
I want to tell you a couple things that I won with my flipper. This movie won Best Animated Feature at the Oscars.
It should.
And we have covered the 2 other movies that it beat. Cars 1 and Monster House.
Wow.
So
like
we've
that.
now done the entire. I want to tell you the run that animated movies were on in the 2000s.
Go
My
on.
God. It was fucking
the
crazy.
Beatles era of
It was the Beatles era of like this
Beatlemania.
was like Pixar going the fuck off.
Oh.
When I tell you that this is maybe not even the 8th best
Yeah. Not even close.
movie of the decade.
Not even close.
Okay, since it started, 2001. I'm just gonna go every year.
Yeah.
Shrek,
Nice.
Spirited Away,
Go on.
Finding Nemo,
Ugh.
The Incredibles.
Okay.
Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
Okay.
Never heard of her.
Banger.
Yeah.
No, too scary. I hated that.
It's so good.
wow.
Who's scary?
Stop motion. Stop motion is pretty creepy.
It
I
does look
continue on. Happy Feet.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know why they won that year? Because Pixar said, wait.
Yeah.
Ratatouille, Wall-E, Up, Toy Story 3. That is a run.
That's legend shit. That's that is that studio like literally saying, "Hey, we could do live action, but it is too limiting."
Wow.
we could do a live action beautiful story, but we choose not to because this is more akin to the types of stories that we want to tell. For you to do Toy Story 3, Ratatouille, and Wall-E in the span of 3 years? That's fucking insane.
That's crazy.
Wild shit, man. Elijah Wood as Mumble.
Perfect casting.
With these simple words on screen, Elijah Wood as Mumble.
Yeah.
You know, you're about to go on a journey.
Yeah.
Happy Feet takes place in a world of penguins.
Empire Land.
Emperor
Penguins.
Dropped out.
Yeah.
Emperor penguins.
Mhm.
They want to make love.
Oh.
That's
and
what
how do
this-
they mate?
Mhm.
Through song.
Yeah.
Through
Swan
some of the
song.
greatest songs ever made. We're going to talk about that. But a young little Mumble is born. He's dropped on the egg. And he comes out different. He don't sing. He taps.
Yeah, yeah.
Dances.
His feet, when he's happy, they go tippity-tappity. And when he tries to sing, he sounds like a bird squawking.
Nice.
Mumble is ostracized from his family.
Ostrich size.
Very nice. Very nice.
Psycho.
But at the same time, as Garrick said, the fish, they're gone.
Where'd they go?
Where'd they go? There's this story of these aliens out beyond the ice. And so Mumble goes on a fantastic journey to find these so-called aliens, humans,
Ugly penguins
to
Ugly,
save
featherless penguin.
with fat faces.
to save the penguin world. This is Happy Feet.
Wow.
I want to talk about the opening frame of the film.
Yeah.
Because this movie is a jukebox musical. We love those. The penguins, they all have a love song. And so we'll talk a lot about this, but they all have a song that they sing. This is the song that their heart, and the songs just so happen to be the greatest hits of all time.
Yeah.
From Prince to the Beatles to the Beach Boys. You've got so many bangers on this soundtrack. The opening frame of the movie is the cosmos.
Aha.
Space. The final frontier. And you see space forms into the shape of an empire penguin.
Ah, that's right.
I'm here to ask, why?
Why?
What are we to take from this frame
What are we?
if we are to read this cinema?
Uh-huh.
And I believe it is cinema. George Miller,
Yep.
one of the greats.
Uh-huh. I can't stop looking at your fin.
What is he trying to tell us?
What is he trying to tell us, Zach?
That the
I don't
universe
know.
is a penguin.
Oh, you don't have an answer?
I have some theories.
Go on.
The universe is on the back of a giant koala.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's saying this is an alternate world, alternate dimension in which penguins rule.
Mm.
Maybe he is saying that the gift of music and of art itself is from the heavens, and that the penguins are aligned with the stars, and that's how they get the gift of music.
I like
wondered
that
if there was something in this where all the songs that they are singing, they're not singing a Prince song, they're not singing a Beach Boys song, they're just singing the heart songs that are out in the stars.
I like that.
Just as Prince has a heart
What
song.
if they're inventing the song, singing it out into the universe, and that's how our artists got their songs?
Prince went to
Wow.
Yes. No, he
Went to
heard
Antarctica?
it. Yeah.
And Antarctica? And
the hard word.
Emperor. Yeah,
I
it is
don't
hard.
disagree.
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Arctica.
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Antica.
Arctic.
Yeah. That's my theory.
Kelsey, your
What?
first time.
Yes.
Tell me about the songs.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know, I love a movie that I can get very excited about the voice actors with.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard for me to unsee them in the characters. So instead I just would like transpose their faces onto these little penguin people.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't like, that's Nicole Kidman. That's Elijah Wood. I didn't know he could sing. Oh wait, he can't really.
He
But
doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't sing.
But he sounds good as a penguin.
You didn't know he could dance.
I didn't know he could dance.
Yeah.
And Robin Williams, I mean,
Rest
this
in
whole
peace.
movie was just me going,
Another.
every time I hear
There's
heard him.
two.
I got so excited.
You
Kind
got
of three almost.
yeah.
Because he's Robin Williams is the narrator.
Mhm.
He is what's the
The
name?
penguin guy.
Ramon
He is Ramon, who's like the goofy sidekick.
What's the love?
and then
Loves-
Lovelace. Yeah.
Who is the
Yeah.
the mystic penguin?
And he's
Yeah.
all the little tiny penguins.
No,
Is
he's
he
not
all of them?
The group.
He's not all.
Oh, he's not all of them?
No, he's
He's
just-
like 2 or 3.
He's just
one.
Ramon.
He's just
Oh.
Ramon.
Well, I liked it so much. My guy walked in at the end of me watching it and he was like, "What'd you just watch?" I said, "Happy Feet." He goes, "How was it?" I said, "Man, it was a lot."
Yeah.
They actually covered a lot in this
There's-
little children's penguin film.
There's a lot of shit in it, and I again just the disrespect of animation.
Yeah.
It's pretty annoying. But the fact that you go in and watch I would still call it a family film.
Yeah, definitely.
Not a children's movie.
Yeah.
Because
respect.
there are definitely some jokes for adults, like when
The penguins are always horny.
they're always horny and
Yeah.
always trying to have sex, and how they're like penguin calling to other penguins and all of that stuff. And it's just very funny. There is the whole scene with what's her name? With Mumble and what's the girl's name?
Oh, what is the girl? Julia?
There's no way that it's Mumble and Julia. That'd be
I could have
crazy.
sworn it was Julia.
You could be right. Brittany Murphy as
Oh, Brittany Murphy.
in
R.I.P.
peace.
Gloria.
Gloria.
I was close.
There's a part with Mumble and Gloria when they fall on each other and they're just changing sex positions, and I was like, oh, that's funny.
God, I miss Brittany Murphy, dude.
Yeah, rest in peace.
So much.
Great actress.
Fantastic
Phenomenal actress.
comedian, beautiful.
Yeah.
So talented.
Yeah.
Funny.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, she was a
Great
sad
voice.
one to lose.
yeah,
yeah.
she was.
Yeah, and
the
and
husband
also
did it.
yeah, and then also like of course hearing Robin Williams and you're just like, oh God, my boy. It's just nice. I wrote down it's nice to hear Robin's voice. again.
Yes, it really is to like hear
Yeah.
him live on through movies. Like even Mrs. Doubtfire is still just like
Yeah.
one of the favorites because I love seeing him be him.
Yeah, he was fantastic. But Elijah Wood, it's wild to like feel softness through somebody else's voice. Feel how soft somebody else's face is while hearing their voice. And the entire time you're watching a penguin not move their face. They can't move their face. Well, in the movie, they're just penguins. There's no facial
It's
muscle.
not very animated.
It's not very
Yeah,
animated. It's
yeah.
just like mouth flap, and then
Yeah.
their eyes are
Their
so
eyeballs.
extremely expressive.
And their little body movements.
Yeah, like so, you have to do a lot with your voice with all of the characters,
Yeah.
and everybody crushed it.
Showed up.
Like really, truly showed up. There's nothing that you can lean on where you're just like, I'm going to give this the most like flat performance, and I'm sure the animation will like lift me up a little bit and allow my voice to soar and be like juxtaposed to this overly expressive character. It's like, no, you can't do that. You're a penguin. You can't move your face that much. You have to bring it through your voice.
Yeah.
And everybody did.
Personality shown through.
Yeah.
Have I told you this story? Elijah Wood is the nicest man in Hollywood.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You have told this story.
I want to hear it again.
a few times on a couple different podcasts, but go on.
Damn.
Rainie took her headphones off because that's how many times she's heard this story.
No, I had to flip this, but I have heard it a lot.
Tell it.
Damn
Tell
it.
it to Rick because he forgot.
I forgot.
Tell it to Rick because he forgot.
I thought it'd be a good TikTok.
Go on. It'll be a great
It'll
TikTok.
be a great TikTok for you to.
Especially with you in a penguin costume.
Yeah.
Come on.
I was gonna pretend to not. Well, I was gonna be mad about it that I'm in a penguin costume. I was gonna do a whole. I had it all planned out in my head.
You look so sad and cute in your little penguin costume.
Elijah Wood is the nicest man in Hollywood.
He's back.
And by the way, I will be so mad if you turn this into a TikTok and he sees this and I'm dressed as a fucking penguin.
That's exactly how it should happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
When I was a kid, I was on an episode of SNL. He was the host. He was lovely as can be. Years later, I just kept running into him again and again and again. And I see him at a concert. Must have been maybe 16 at this point. I walk up, I say hi, tell him I was in that episode. Expect like a cool man. Good, nice to meet you. He says, "Wow, that's so cool." He calls me over, or he calls over his mom and says, "Mom, this kid was on SNL with me. His brother was there." He introduces me to his whole family.
Wow.
He asks me what I thought about the band. Years later, I see him in a park. I don't know why the universe keeps thrusting me and Elijah Wood together.
You guys are meant to fuck.
I say,
Yeah.
Is that what we're meant to do?
Yeah, you're supposed to do more than thrusting.
Yeah.
I see him again. I say, "Hey man," I tell him the story again. He's like, "That's so cool. What are you up to?" We walk for a few blocks together.
Wow.
Just every time I see him, he gives me too much time.
Wow.
Fast forward, I moved to LA. It's to the point where I run into him and I don't say hello because I don't want to bother this man anymore.
Wow. And you
that's
didn't.
the end?
I don't have an ending. Help me end the story.
Wait, so that last
alright.
time you didn't say anything? If you saw him in LA.
I was at an event and he was DJing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're very in DJ focus mode when they're DJing.
Yeah.
They can't have conversations.
Yeah.
One time I saw him at a park in New York and I feel like he saw me and was like, "Where do I know that guy from?"
That's so funny.
And I'm like, "Hey man, I'm just a penguin."
Yeah.
I have a feeling he's gonna see you next time and be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I know that guy, but I don't want to bother him."
Yeah. It's just like, oh no, I know him from the Try Guys. I've watched the Try Guys and I know him from that. That's why I feel like I know him on
I
a
love the
different
idea
level.
that Elijah Wood watches Second Try.tv.
He definitely
Love
watches.
that
He
idea.
definitely watches Second
definitely-
Try.tv.
He's subscribed.
He's subscribed to Second Try.tv.
.tv.
You should join Elijah Wood and
Join
subscribe
Elijah.
to
Watch it,
Second
guys.
Try.tv.
I want to know heart song. What would your heart song
What
be?
would mine be? Oh shit!
And while you think about that, I love in this
Money Trees by Kendrick Lamar.
That's so funny. That's what I would have guessed for you.
Great.
I was gonna say the thing that like my reel was to, like all of my reels from director to acting was a Kid Cudi song, but I think I'm gonna switch it and say Elephant Love Song Medley by Moulin
Oh, that's
Rouge.
cheating. You get all the songs.
That's so funny.
Because I just want to burst into song. Like that's the idea of a swan song, right? Like a hard song.
Yeah.
Is there anybody going to listen to my story? That's what I want.
There's something about hearing the penguins sing that makes me laugh every time.
Yeah.
Especially when they're baby penguins.
Yeah.
Oh, when they're baby
I
penguins.
love they're so
Too many
fucking
cute
cute.
baby penguins.
Oh
There's
my
one little
God.
baby penguin who sings Grandmaster Flash and goes,
Yes.
"Don't push me, cause I am close to the edge." That is the most adorable shit that has ever
so
happened in
adorable.
movies.
It's
What's your
adorable.
swan song?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask. My love song, my penguin song.
Your hot song.
I want it to be a real answer.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer by the end of the episode.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Wow. Can't wait.
It'll be a letdown.
No.
Okay.
I don't have an answer. I wish I had an answer.
It has to be
Um,
something you can burst into song.
Yeah.
That's like how it goes.
If we're talking about, or while we're talking about the baby penguins, him tap dancing as a baby for the first time to I Wish and like learning how to like just I for one love that Stevie Wonder album.
Yeah,
And
it's so good.
It's so fucking good. And I implore anybody listening to listen to that one straight through. But hearing him kind of just like get into his own groove to probably one of the more groovy Stevie Wonder albums or Stevie Wonder songs. Fantastic.
And it's not just I Wish, by the way. It's I Wish, sung by Patti motherfucking LaBelle.
Wow.
You have Fantasia Barrino on that. That song, can I tell you that I have that version? The Happy Feet cover of I Wish is saved on my Spotify favorites.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I believe
It is downloaded on my phone in case I'm on a long flight and need to feel
good.
alive.
Yeah,
it's
I
so
hear ya.
good.
On this, what's really silly about this soundtrack is that it's a jukebox musical, but they are mixing songs.
Yeah.
So just in our first scene, you have a very sexy Prince cover of Kiss, sung by Nicole Kidman, being too sexy as a penguin.
Way.
Yeah.
Being
yeah.
too hot.
Yeah.
Way too
Super
horny.
hot. Super hot penguin.
This made me look at penguins a little differently.
Yeah.
It's too hot.
I was like, they're all shaped the same, but that one's a little
one-
more curvy.
She's sticking all the right places.
Yeah.
Oh, Piper.
I wanted to neck her, you know?
Yeah.
But she's doing her thing singing Kiss, and then you have another penguin singing Hello, is it me you're looking for?
So
They're
goofy.
bleeding that over. And then another penguin while she's singing Give me your kiss. And then he comes around and goes, Let's talk about X, baby. And it's like, so
Eggs.
Eggs.
Oh, eggs.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
They're
eggs.
That makes
having
so much more
eggs.
sense. I was like,
Yeah.
what is X?
Yeah, I was
eggs.
very confused when you said that.
Eggs.
Eggs. That's honestly very clever, and I like it. And I did think it was funny that they censored that, and then later just straight up saying, "I'll make love to you."
Yeah.
Egg love.
They just were like, "Well, that one's love." So
why
kids
do
won't know.
They
penguins
don't
want to
know.
fuck so much? How do
That's
penguins fuck?
That's their lives, I feel like.
That's in a fun fact.
Oh my god! Can we skip early? I
Stay
need to
tuned.
know. Can you please tell me how penguins fuck? Please.
No,
You gotta
skip-
keep the
you gotta
people wanting
listen
more.
to the end. Gotta
Oh
listen to the
man,
end.
I'm dying to Google it right now.
Yeah, I mean, basically, this movie, it was March of the Penguins, the documentary, was a surprise smash hit, and George Miller said, "Not horny enough."
Yeah. Let's sprinkle a little fucking on that.
Little
yeah?
Marvin Gaye in the background. Make them sing them real horny songs.
Yeah. George Miller, he's
He's
got
a freak.
He's a little freak, man. I love it.
He's such a freak.
Yeah.
And then you have our boy Mumble. I think this is a disability allegory.
Yeah.
We are all seen in this movie.
Yeah, whether and if you can see a lot of things. You can see if you are disabled, if you are neurodivergent, if you just feel different from the other kids at
Othered.
school. If you feel like you don't
Yeah.
fit in because everyone sings and you dance.
Yeah.
Right? Like
And-
there's a lot that you can put yourself into this
And it
movie.
was very nice to watch him still have spirit and still like, because usually with a lot of these stories, you'll watch somebody feel ostracized, feel pushed out, and be like, man, it sucks that
Yes.
I'm like this. I wish I wasn't like this. He's like, no, you guys should fucking get into dancing.
It
That's
feels
so
great.
It
So
feels
right.
good.
His
It
spirit
feels
is
good.
never crushed.
It's never crushed at all.
You're
And
so
I
right.
love that optimistic take on a protagonist.
It's really only crushed when like other people won't listen to him.
Yeah.
Which feels like
Yeah.
accurate.
Also, they fucking left him out in the ocean.
Yeah, they were trying to get
after
this
the
man
first
killed.
swim. Yeah, they tried to get him killed by
Yeah.
a seal.
Which,
Anyway.
like, have you ever thought seals were cute after this movie? I just see
No,
them as
fuck 'em.
absolute villains.
They're monsters.
Yeah.
Ever since 2 hours ago when you watched this movie.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
haven't been
Taking
able.
a stand today. Have you ever
Yeah.
fucking, like, been up close with a seal?
We should club them.
Those things.
Oh, shit.
In fact, you know what? Get my bat.
Wow.
You saying get my bat while your beak is flapping?
Get my bat. I'm very hot, but I'm gonna commit to this.
No, yeah, it looks cozy.
I'm also not wearing pants, so
Okay.
I
Thank
really
you,
have,
HR.
really have no choice but to commit.
Your buttons look like like little candies. Like
Mm-hmm.
I do want to eat it. Yeah. You look like a Santa penguin with your little bow tie too.
Yeah.
It's giving Christmas.
Yeah. He had a little bow tie. His birthmark.
did?
His birthmark under his fur was a bow tie.
Oh my god, I didn't. I only saw Nicole Kidman's little titty one.
Yeah.
What was that about?
She has a titty tattoo because she's sexy.
Yeah.
But he, under his molting baby fur or baby feathers.
I gotta look at that. I missed
He had
that.
a little bow tie. It was cute.
That is cute.
It is, to your point of him being happy though, like, yeah, the movie's happy feet, right? Like, it is just such a irresistibly lovable character. This is like, hey, this guy's so happy, and whenever he's happy, he can't help but vibrate those feet.
Yeah.
Restless leg syndrome.
Yeah.
We get it.
He's got he's
Kelsey
he's
says
a-
that
I've
she's
literally
shaking
never-
like crazy.
That's why I literally can't watch the YouTube version of this podcast because all I look at is my fucking shaking leg the whole podcast. And you do it too.
I have a very embarrassing story that I can't believe I've never told you.
He does have a bow tie. Yes.
When I was a kid, Figure It Out, hosted by Summer Sanders. Greatest show on Nickelodeon.
Yes.
I adored that show. I wanted to be on that show, and I wanted to marry Summer Sanders. I think I've told you this, right? So one day I was at class, and I was like, yo, my leg can shake so fast. Like, faster than anyone. And I don't even have to do anything. I just fucking shake it. I was in like first grade, and I went over to the kid at the desk next to me. I'm like, psst, yo. And he's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, check my leg out. And I show him how fast it shakes. And he's like, yeah, man. I mean,
gross.
cool. And I'm like, no, it shakes really fast. Like, here, put your hand on it. Like, feel how fast it shakes. And he's like, I don't think that's so special.
Rude.
And I was like, no, I'm gonna be on Figure It Out for my leg. and
You lied?
no, I thought like it was that impressive.
That you were that talented.
And he crushed my dreams right there. And then he's like, I don't think Summer's gonna be impressed by that.
Wow.
And that's when I realized that it was a shameful secret.
Oh my, let me tell you, it's one of my
Sorry.
least favorite habits, my restless leg syndrome.
I can't help it.
Especially when you try to not, like if someone slaps my knee and is like, stop shaking the table, I then cannot but like
You can't not do it.
And it's more active after I eat something because my body's digesting it. I was once on a plane sitting next to a woman, and she was an older woman, didn't speak English, and she literally woke up out of her sleep and slapped my leg. And she was like, stop. And I was like, I am so sorry. And then
Slapping your leg is so aggressive.
to stay
That
still
sucks.
for the rest of the fucking time, and I couldn't. It's my least favorite thing about me. It's how I fall asleep at night. I have to be shaking my feet.
That's how I fall.
What?
That's how I fall asleep.
That's
as well.
how my
What?
partner
Yeah.
knows I'm asleep. He says, because
That's
the bed
intense.
stop shaking.
Yeah.
Really? When you're
Yeah.
sleeping?
Bro, if anyone has any cures or suggestions, I have looked into everything.
I thought I didn't know you had it, Garrick. I've never
Oh
seen
yeah.
it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I just don't care.
Oh man, it
So
bothers
wait,
me.
when you
Yeah.
fall, like, is that like you're like,
You
I'm
gotta,
getting comfy, so I shake,
Yes.
or it's
Yeah.
once you fall asleep?
No,
you
no,
shake?
no.
It's to get comfy. Like once
yeah.
I'm in my position, covers up, I'm in between 6 pillows,
start shaking.
my mouth is taped, I can shake my legs myself to sleep. I think it's like a rocking.
It's
like,
calming.
It is
Yeah.
a self-soothing
I want to
thing.
try it.
Yeah.
Good luck. Maggie's
Don't
gonna
start.
fucking
Yeah,
hate you.
Don't start.
Yeah.
I want to know, do you think I have ADHD?
I know you do.
I saw a tweet that diagnosed me the other day.
Podcast is so funny. You're just now diagnosing Zach with ADHD.
We
Dressed
got
as
him.
a penguin. It was
He's like, my feet shake. Do you think I have ADHD? What?
Yeah, you're dressed as a penguin.
Yeah.
This is from someone named Harry Styles GF _1.
Classic.
It was the ADHD urge to youth parentheses in every sentence parentheses because every thought comes with an additional bonus content.
Oh my God. That explains so much.
And I'm like, wow.
That's so
that
funny.
Single-handedly just diagnosed me.
That's so fucking funny.
Oh
It's
my
just
God.
like, yeah, you have to like send a text and then put the parentheses to be like, here was my
Here's a-
thinking while sending
Here's a
this.
thought on that.
Every thought has more thoughts.
Yeah.
Bro,
every thought
that's
has more
like,
thoughts.
especially because I'm finishing my second book right now. The run-on sentence with parentheses inside of brackets, like
Yeah.
that hurt me to my core. You're gonna have to send that to me. I'm gonna send it to my therapist.
George Miller, he only knows one speed, and that's cooking.
Yeah.
There are some.
He only cooks.
He only cooks. He's been in that kitchen,
Yeah.
slaving away.
Yes, chef.
There are some scenes in this movie that go too hard.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some shit where it's just like, you didn't have to do this.
He's flexing.
You didn't have to flex like this. You didn't have to have them have their first swim, have the bubbles fill in like a fucking jet stream behind them, and then have them weave into and out of the jet
beautiful.
streams. It was like
beautiful.
It was such a beautiful dance
choreography.
of choreo. There were so many moments like that. Please continue.
I think that he saw the technology
Yeah.
and said, oh wait, I can actually tell a story now?
Right.
What year was this?
2007.
Oh, the same year as Across the Universe. Fantastic special effects. in both those
2006. I'm
films.
so sorry. A
Oh.
better year for cinema.
Figure.
No, because like you look back at the early Mad Max films, there's obviously inventiveness in it, but it wasn't the level of visual storytelling that he was clearly capable of by the time you get to Fury Road. Like that is visual masterclass, right? And it feels like he was waiting for technology to catch up to his vision.
Yeah.
And finally he gets to Happy Feet and he's like, oh, I'm going to make an animated movie and I'm finally going to cook the meal. Like, you finally got me the ingredients for this dish.
Yeah.
There's this one scene where they are mumble.
Sorry, every time you lift your hand.
Yeah. It's just a
It's
flipper.
never gotten old yet. Like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to not make me laugh, and it hasn't. Like,
Kelsey,
it's
please be serious for 1
funny
second.
every
Please
time.
focus. Please focus. We're trying to do a
Go
show.
ahead. No, please.
And if I may add a parenthesis to that. Mumble and his buddies, Ramon and the gang, they do this sledding adventure. I don't
Yeah.
even remember why.
Yeah. No, they just fall. He falls on a block
yeah.
of ice.
And
Oh,
they're
yeah,
like,
and the
this
line-
guy's crazy.
No,
Yeah.
they go, how is he so unintentionally cool?
Yeah.
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 And
That's
it
what I was going for.
it enters into this crazy sledding scene with the most dynamic camera work you've ever seen.
Yeah.
They go down a hill or down a mountain, into a chasm, out through a chute, across the ice, into the water.
Yeah.
And it is
Like,
going nuts.
Yeah. Throughout that whole thing, you're in like these really, really tight tunnels and you're just watching them like fall vertically or slide vertically. And you're like, oh, they're obviously picking up speed. I wonder how long this thing is, right? You're like, how long can this
Bam Penguin
iceberg
looks fun.
be? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then they get outside and you get this slow zoom out to show you the scale of the thing that
yeah.
you're sliding down, and you're like, fuck, man, you're
looks
really going
fun.
too hard for no reason.
Yeah. And that's what I was worried. The like opening shot when it gets to the tundra and it's just a vast like
Yeah.
white with penguins. I was like, oh, this is gonna get boring to look at because he doesn't have a lot to work
Right,
with.
that's fair.
I was so fucking wrong,
Yeah.
bruv.
George
So
says,
wrong.
give me one climate,
Yeah.
be it the desert, be
Yeah.
it the tundra.
There's a lot.
I
of
only
different
need one.
I just keep it as simple as
There
possible.
was 6 colors in this movie. Let me
Yeah,
be
yeah,
clear.
yeah.
Black,
He's like, I
white,
don't give
blue,
a fuck. And you know
shades
how
in
many
between.
colors there are in all of the Mad Max films?
One.
One.
It's a spectrum of brown.
It's
I know
just
sand,
brown.
I know sky.
Yeah.
In this, I know ice, I know water.
Yeah, but he's like, what are the other climates? I don't know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
He
I
knows
only make
extremes.
movies about inhospitable lands.
Yes, no man can survive.
If you can live in it, I don't want it.
I don't want it. America who?
No.
I like that I've decided that George Miller is a New York
Yeah.
roadie.
Yeah, he's got it.
I only make movies about the places you don't want to be because humanity, we're on the brink.
Doesn't deserve it.
Cinema is here to remind you of our impending doom.
Yeah,
But there's still hope
Yeah.
if we change.
change for the penguin.
I feel like that was a voice of a penguin in this movie.
Perhaps Fat Joe as...
No!
I want to read you this
Oh my
cast.
God! It was Fat Joe.
As
Yeah.
Seymour.
Is it a problem, honey? You remember Seymour, right?
You've got Elijah Wood, Robin Williams, of course, Brittany Murphy, you talked about, Hugh Jackman as
Jackman.
Memphis, his dad,
Yeah.
doing his best Elvis impression.
He wanted to fucking sing so bad. We've been keeping him in a Wolverine-shaped cage for his entire career.
Let the man
And
be gay and do Broadway.
Let him fucking do musicals.
Thank you.
Because he wants to sing. Anyway,
Which Garrick famously loved The Greatest Showman.
I
Loves musicals.
absolutely
If there's one thing
love-
I know.
We've talked about doing an episode where Garrick doesn't know until we hit record that we're just doing that episode again.
Oh my God.
That we bring back Eric.
Oh my God.
That we just do it again. We lock the door.
Yeah, you would have to lock the door because I would want to walk out. I would literally want to leave.
Yeah.
But have we tried that as a society?
If there were a Mount Rushmore for this show,
yeah.
That moment would be.
It's definitely on the far left.
There is, you're watching this movie and you go like, okay, this is good. It's cute. I get it. Movie. The penguins sing. He dances. Whatever. I'm not going to, to Kelsey's point, one color palette. How long can they do this for?
Yeah.
And then you get to the midpoint. And you have the boogie scene where all the penguins learn tap.
Yeah.
And they say, you know what? This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And you now have a giant musical number where all the penguins are singing and tap dancing.
And it's just fucking beautiful.
I'm throwing my flipper up in disbelief.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
I had to call Sequoia into the room to replay that scene because it was so fucking good. It is so goddamn good. There's like a hard, drop the score.
Ooh. Okay.
Here it is. Wait, I don't want the breakdown. But they're doing Boogie Wonderland.
Yeah, they're doing Boogie Wonderland because Mumble figures out that the way to get Gloria is if he dances and taps to the beat of the song that she's singing, and she starts singing.
What a narcissist.
What a narcissist, truly. He was just like, no, I need a backup something in order
Actually,
to
I
be
like
in love with you.
my song.
Yeah, right.
My song's the best one.
Now you like me.
But he starts dancing, and then she starts getting into it, and then there is a hard pause. Drop the score, drop everything, hard silence, and then everything cuts back in when she gets to the fucking chorus. All like the orchestration or
The orcas.
Orchestration?
Or is it orchestration?
Yeah, we'll go with it.
Yeah, all of that stuff comes in. And the entire score blows up, and all the penguins start dancing. This is his moment of finally becoming, honestly, and having acceptance from his fellow emperor penguins. And it's just so fucking beautiful. And then of course there's the hater ass generation above him.
Yeah. Oh, that guy pissed me
exiles him.
off.
Yeah.
Hugo Weaving as the old crusty, crotchety penguin.
Who's that man?
Hugo Weaving.
Agent
know
Smith from The Matrix.
Yeah. Hugo Weaving will always the elf from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, never saw it.
No.
We can do last points.
What? God damn.
Flew by.
Jesus Christ. We didn't even I thought we were at the first 20 minutes of the movie or the first 20 minutes of the pod also. We haven't even touched on the fact that he went into captivity.
Yo,
and he
can we
dances.
talk about
Go.
that?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. When I saw him going out to sea for his motherfucking people,
Yeah.
I said, get you a man who will chase a boat.
Yeah.
Get captured.
Even before that, there's a scene where he dives off a cliff and the camera zooms into his eye as he's falling down. And it's like that shot in Spider-Verse where he's doing his first dive, but the camera goes in and his eye almost he's not crying, but there's a little tear from the wind and it's kind of quiet and you just hear the wind. And I go, Mumble. That is the moment where a Mumble becomes a man.
Yeah. That's
Stupid.
great. That's beautiful.
Stupid.
But he goes after the boat.
Goes after the boat.
Gets fucking caught.
Yeah.
How does he get caught?
He washes up on shore.
I was wondering. I was a little confused how he got caught and then how he got out again.
Yeah.
But he gets thrown into this world, which made me laugh so hard. He wakes up in this place and you can tell something's wrong with the background. You're like, why is there a crease in the background? And he's like, hey, penguin man, what's happening? And he's like, this is a beautiful place. It's anywhere you want it to be. And I was like, no, he's in a fucking zoo. And it was the same feeling I had when Nemo got caught.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like a really chilling sequence.
Chilling because
But
it's
it made
also
me happy that it made me think that penguins in zoos are just high as a kite. They don't know. They're
that's
Lulu. They're fine.
but it's they're high after breaking, and that made me real sad.
He goes in and it's too bright and it's too still and it's too quiet. It's this uncanniness. And he then dunk, walks into a wall and you have that realization. But then George Miller says, What if I mixed in live action?
Yeah.
Okay, was the first guy that he sees through the glass, I swear to God, Jim Carrey? I swear to fucking God. I'm going to try and pull this up. I went, they got Jim Carrey and Robin Williams. It looks just like
Let's see
him.
if I can.
It looks like Jim Carrey smiling through the glass.
That would be so distracting.
Yeah.
I got to know who that man was.
I had a moment where I was watching this. I was like, wow, this is the most like believable CGI I've ever seen.
Right.
And then you realize, no, actually, it's just they mixed in humans.
Mixed media. That was I've never really been a fan of seeing live action in animated things.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan, but because there was this weird like sheen or like blur in their borders, it blends really well. Or it's just like it's like a believable blend, and you also never really get them like, or I guess there is the sequence where everybody's changing all of their laws because a penguin danced in front of them.
So good. This movie solves the environmental crisis.
Yeah, with dance. And it. Oh my God, we need to live more in harmony with nature.
And it didn't make sense that they should just stop fishing because they're good at dancing. Like, just stop fishing for all.
I think humanity as a whole realized that we were taking things from an intelligent being.
Bro, what was that fucking movie, Seaspiracy, that took over during the Panini?
I swear to God.
Oh, yeah, I
didn't
watched
eat
that whole
salmon
thing.
for like a week.
A week?
Yeah, watch that whole thing. Every time I see a giant net, I'm like, you're ruining the coral on the bottom of the seafloor.
Yeah, you're the problem.
Pick that bitch up. Relax. We can eat things in season. We don't have to fucking farm every single thing out of the ocean.
Preach, bro.
I'm sorry.
No, I would have loved to see a little Happy Feet Suspiria crossover. I'd like to see that.
I would like to see that.
Laugh too.
Yeah.
Mumble, in Happy Feet 2, Mumble, this great dancer, gets sent to an academy for ballet. But something's wrong. Dare I say afoot?
Something is afoot.
Uh-oh.
Killer whales are dicks. Free Willy lied to us.
Yeah.
They tried to eat my boy Mumble.
They
Aren't
tried to
they kind of
after
mean anyway?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they're
they fucking eat.
they
eat shit.
eat
Yeah.
and they're
Destroy boats.
the seas
No,
pranksters.
that's cool. We love that. They
Yeah.
break
They break
they sink yachts.
Oh, we
Yeah.
love that.
They pull the
Jeff
rudder
Bezos? That's
off
hilarious.
of yachts.
So cool.
Yeah, it's
Actually,
very
I'm
funny.
back on board.
Yeah.
That should be the Free Willy sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking them just
Someone
running
needs
around.
to right
taking
the
off.
wrongs of SeaWorld. They need to
Free
make
Willy.
that. Yeah.
Free the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie fucking rips. This movie rips so goddamn hard. It's adorable.
Well, like you think you're enjoying it,
Yeah.
and then you get to this midpoint, Boogie Wonderland, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then he goes on this adventure, and then you're like, wait, there's humans in this shit?
Yeah.
And then Mumble saves the world, and he does it with the greatest musical closing number, and you're like, yeah, no, that's cinema, baby.
Mm-hmm. That's cinema. That's cinema.
And it was a large dance number too. That was a lot of little penguins.
Because he had to teach everybody in his I don't know, village. What his
Bird?
bird?
What would
What
you
is
call it?
wow? What is a group of penguins called?
I'll ask
A
Siri.
march.
A march?
Oh yeah.
It's a march.
I don't
Oh.
know.
Penguins. A colony, a huddle, a raft, a rookery,
Ooh, we like huddle.
I like
That's fun.
huddle.
tuxedo, and a waddle.
Yeah, his huddle.
Ooh, a
Of,
waddle?
a waddle
Yeah.
is also
No
fun.
way. It's a
The
waddle
main
of penguins?
ones are rookery, colony, and huddle.
I like huddle.
Yeah.
His huddle of penguins to dance in sync to get humans to like record it and be like, oh, they're gonna help us if we can all dance. And so like literally his deformity, quote unquote, saving his entire
Species.
huddle is beautiful.
How about this? Penguins in a group when they're in the water is called a raft. Oh,
They're
It's
so
cute.
fucking cute.
yeah. I didn't really like think penguins. I always just thought of like doobie doobie doo. But man, this really like made me think those little plushy merch things must have just flown off the shelves
Yeah,
at Christmas.
yeah, of course.
Happy Feet put penguins back on the map because penguins aren't that cute when you look at them. They're
What?
whatever.
No, they're adorable.
They're whatever.
What are you talking about?
I'm
They
sorry,
look
you're about
like-
to tell me that penguins aren't that?
Bro, they look like these ones before when they're not like floofy little furry things.
Emperor penguins.
Those look like if you touch them, they would be like skeleton like chickens, and you can't hug them.
They're so cute.
But they waddle.
I want to be able to hug them.
Do you know, I think I've said this on the tripod, that I, like, deep into my 20s, thought that emperor penguins were the size of me.
Yeah. They're pretty big.
I thought they were men.
That is
Yeah,
terrifying.
that's
and then it turns out that they're not, they're what, 2 to 3 feet, and then all the other penguins are even teenier.
yeah.
Oh, so they're just the biggest of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It blew my mind when I finally figured out the scale of an emperor penguin.
Yeah, that's so
They're
funny.
emperors.
Yeah.
What,
It's like
they're
they gotta be
actually-
huge.
They're short kings.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Rainie.
like the size of your
Kneecaps.
kneecaps, femurs.
That's crazy.
femurs.
That's crazy. No.
Yeah,
And
they go
that the
to here.
men hold the
They're
eggs
so
instead
little.
of the women.
Yeah.
And the women go out on the fishing journeys.
Yeah.
Love it. The
Yeah.
species.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your shirt say?
Power to the pussy.
Damn right.
More like
Yeah.
power to the penguin.
Hey,
Am I right?
penguin
Yeah.
and the puss. Okay. Y'all ready
you
for some
brought it
fun
up.
facts?
Yeah.
Tell me how penguins fuck.
Now, this first fact is so funny. It's adorable. Prince refused to have his song Kiss in this film until he saw some of the footage.
Aww.
Dog, I fucking love Prince, bro. Like every story you hear about him, like even with New Girl, he was just like, "Hey, I'm sorry, can I be in your show?" And they're like, "Prince, of course you can be in the fucking show, dog.
That's so
Why are you
cute.
asking? Why are you
show up.
asking? Just show
Yeah.
up."
The episode's about you.
Yeah.
It gets better.
Oh.
He saw the film, saw the footage, loved it, said, "I'll give you the song, but I'm writing you another one."
Aww.
And it won him his only Grammy. Nope,
Wow.
not true.
I was like, really?
That's
shocking.
Won him his only Golden Globe.
Ah.
Oh, okay. I was like, he has so
Wait,
many
which
Grammys.
song was
Yeah.
it?
Song of the Heart, the final song in the movie.
Oh, cute.
It's so funny imagining Prince being like, "I like this penguin film."
Yeah.
No, what's
yeah.
funny is him being like, I will absolutely not do that penguin film.
Yeah.
Let me see some footage.
Yeah, right.
Let me see the dailies.
Let me see the footage.
Someone having to
George
convince
definitely
him.
got the rejection letter and was like, "Give him this."
Give him that. Like, let's show it to him.
Send him this CD-ROM.
Yeah. Do you think I feel like Prince is also very protective over his works, and so it was like an automated response of just like
Oh,
Yeah,
somebody
like, no,
asking.
it won't be in your fucking film.
Yeah, I won't be. I'm
Get
not
in
gonna
line,
put any of my
brother.
Yeah, right. And then he was just like, here's
And George said, "My man Mumble would like to have a word."
Mm-hmm.
And then he saw sexy Nicole Kidman Penguin, and he
Yeah.
went, "Miss Penguin, I was unfamiliar with your game."
yeah.
I
Wow.
was unfamiliar with your work.
We literally started this podcast talking about how that penguin had no right to be that hot, and Prince also was wooed by that penguin.
Yeah. He
If
was.
you don't tell me how penguins fuck, I'm going to come over there, grab your phone out of your fin.
It's pretty anticlimactic. And then
I'm going
also-
to tell you that
yeah.
it's not in my fun facts.
Oh my gosh.
Rainey, tell us.
Rainey can say.
I looked
Just
up
how
some.
do their bodies lay against each other?
Well, I
They're
looked
so
up some of it because I was
bulbous.
like, do penguins even sing to each other as part of their mating? Is that where this came from? And the answer's sort of. They do a lot of preening, which is where they like really
Do their neck
nuzzle
thing?
on each other. That seems to be from the YouTube videos that I watched for scientific purposes and not for my own
Sure.
enjoyment.
You weren't jerking off to it?
No. No.
Okay, I believe you.
Science.
In that
It's
outfit.
mostly preening.
Okay, so necking.
A lot of necking.
Okay, this is what I have. When Gloria and Mumble are tumbling around the ice after emerging from the water, they briefly slide into a human mating position, parentheses, facing each other, laying down.
They do missionary?
Did you not hear me say that?
No, I did, but I was like, okay, that's fucking weird.
Oh.
That's an
Oh.
adult
See,
making a kids film, but
And then slide into a penguin mating position with Gloria on her belly and Mumble behind her.
so they like doggy. They like it from behind.
Yeah, but it got -10, or it was like 20 thumbs downs and 80 thumbs ups because I think people were like, don't tell me this.
They didn't want to know.
I'm trying to imagine Mumble, the character, with Elijah Wood's gentle little voice.
Yeah, just
Tapping his feet.
railing.
You
taking,
went there that time.
taking Gloria from behind. That's
Oh my
crazy.
God.
His little feet tapping.
Yeah,
Oh.
he would probably. Yeah, he has to be
He wouldn't have to
tapping
say
every
shit.
time.
Gloria's like giving it.
Oh boy, Gloria.
Yeah. Giving Mickey.
We talked about the great Brittany Murphy. She beat out some big names.
Yeah, she should have.
They were considering Natalie Portman,
Of course.
Halle Berry,
Nah.
and Amanda Bynes.
Wow.
Ooh.
Amanda Bynes would have been good.
I don't know any of them to be singers.
Yeah, I think the tough part is voice acting, because that's again
a skill.
it's a skill. It's hard. The face does not move. It is hard to be a penguin.
One little adorable detail that when Mumble's dancing, they have these 3 black spots over his ankle area, and that is a reference to the spats that were worn over shoes in early Fred Astaire movies.
Oh,
Cute, right?
very adorable.
2 more quick ones. The zoo that Mumble finds himself in, they filmed that at the actual penguin exhibit at SeaWorld San Diego. You know, San Diego's like the only good one. Oh, wait, no, SeaWorld?
No,
it's the
SeaWorld's
zoo.
bad.
San Diego Zoo is good.
Oh, SeaWorld. As I said, okay, go back to your reaction. Hey, but you know what, George? Sometimes you got to shake hands with the devil to get that message across.
Listen, I don't agree. I don't like it. As a Floridian.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I sound like Maggie. I don't like it. And I don't want it.
This was Steve Irwin's final film, and the movie's dedicated to him.
Wow.
R.I.P. Wow, a lot of dead people in this.
A lot of people pass. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, also the penguins are dying because the ice caps are melting.
And the fish are being stolen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys, now it's time for us to decide. Clappity clap, 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 clap. Is this film a pleasure? Clappity clap,
Shut
clap.
up.
A guilty pleasure? Clap, clap, clap. Or just plain guilty?
Leave
clap, clap,
me
clap,
alone.
clap, clap, clap,
You
clap.
know what it is.
Oh, tell me.
It's a P. It's
It's
a
a
full
P.
P.
It's a full
There's nothing
P.
guilty about
Is
it.
it a
No,
pleasure?
Maybe
it's a
how
pleasure.
cute the penguins are makes it a little guilty, where it's like, come on, you know what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Pixar, come on.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
Pixar.
Oh.
It's
DreamWorks.
I thought going in that this, like, I didn't remember how good it was.
Yeah, you forget.
And even as I was watching it, I'm like, oh no, it's just like, it just uses the baby voice to be cute. Oh no, this is like, and then I was like, wait, this shit won Best Animated Feature? That's crazy. And then I'm watching it and I'm like, oh no, this is actually just a heater.
Yeah. It's just a heater. It's also like perfect structure as
Yeah.
well. Like it's really
hero's
really a hero's journey.
And he was a hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only critique that I have about it is that I think it wanted to push animation to be a little more photorealistic, right?
Yeah.
Like you see in how they were trying to blur the CGI with the human characters at the end. And as a result, I think that, I mean, this is honestly, it's like a capitalism critique. Like, I don't look at any of those characters and be like, oh, it's so cute. I want to toy that one. I want to toy this one. Rachel said she tried showing it to her kids and they couldn't keep the penguins straight. Because they're just all fucking penguins.
Yeah, they were all penguins, and that was hard for me as well. Like,
If you just take that clip of like Garrick's review of Happy Feet, they were all penguins. And that was hard for me.
they were all penguins. I could not keep them straight. He was talking to his mom at one point, and I was like, wait, is this Gloria that
Does
you're
he
talking
wanna
to?
fuck
Are you trying to
her?
fuck your mom? I was like, oh no, that's Gloria. So like there were like those types of moments where I was hoping that at least one of the penguins had like slick back hair or something like that, or
Yeah.
like the dad kind of had like an Elvis thing going on.
Yeah.
And then of course Mumble was, gray and had blue eyes like Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody else was kind of similar.
I think that the key to a great jukebox musical, it's Trolls, is to just use, I'm going back to Across the Universe. Don't use songs literally. Just be like, hey, you want an injection of energy?
Yeah, here's a song.
Do you just want vibes?
Yeah.
Here's a song that you already love.
Here's a song.
Trolls does that well.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Watch it all the way through.
As does Sing. I keep on bringing it up.
Let's do it.
I feel
I'm
like
in.
yeah. You haven't seen it, right?
No.
Oh, you're gonna fucking cry.
We have to do Sing. And what was the one I told you we have to do? 13.
Sing in 13.
That's crazy.
Sing in 13, because Sing is like, since it's truly something. I
Okay.
didn't know that I'm blanking on her name, but I didn't know that she could. Is her name Tori Kelly? Maybe.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Tori Kelly.
Yeah, I didn't know she can sing that well.
Oh, yeah. She's a singer.
Oh, that's all she can do.
That's she fucking it. That was
I
fucking
know
crazy.
you meant it as a compliment, but
I did. I also.
that's all she could do. I was like, ow.
That hurts.
That was
Painful.
hurtful.
No, she's got such a beautiful voice.
Yeah, a sensational
I need to
voice.
take this penguin costume off.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
boiling inside.
Yeah.
Much like our polar ice caps are boiling, please
God.
support our environmental
support
reform.
The environment.
Save the penguins.
There you go.
No polar bears in this movie.
Thank God.
Yeah.
They have
would've-
enough screen
Oh
time.
yeah, are they not on the south? Are they only in the north?
Oh.
I
yeah.
don't know.
Are they? I think they are on
They're
opposing
scary.
sides.
I know that.
Very nice. I'm at Corn Diddy on all the
I'm
things.
Kelsey Darragh and all that.
I'm Garrick Bernard on all the things.
Till next time.
Next time.
Boogie Wonderland.